What is going on, people? Welcome to the channel. So on this one today, I'm going to talk to you about warm-ups. Warm-ups is something that, I don't know about you, but when I first started off training, I used to just go into the gym and just bang as big weights as I could. I kind of look back at it now and think, what the hell was I thinking in it? Because now at the age I am, I just wish I just hadn't done that stupidness. And now that I'm a bit more educated, I understand how to kind of optimize my workouts. I kind of want to share some knowledge with you lot that you can hopefully apply as we start to get back into the gyms, of the kind of things that you should be doing prior to your warm up to basically just help you get the best out of your workout, really, help you optimize the time that you spend in the gym. Because in my own experience, I find that a kind of suboptimal warm up leads to a suboptimal training, and we don't want that. Your time is precious, so you want to get the most out of it in the gym. And for any of you lot that have been watching my Insta stories when I train and stuff, that you've probably seen me use the resistance bands for a lot of my resistance training workouts. You may think, why do I use resistance bands? Why don't I just go for a jog or do some star jumps? The reason behind that is that you want your warm up to be specific to the exercise that you're going to be doing. So for example, if you're going for a jog, you wouldn't do some press ups for a warm up. You know, if you're going to be doing a bench press, you wouldn't necessarily do star jumps for a warm up. You basically want to do a warm up that's going to activate, prime, and prepare the muscles that you're going to be working, so that you just have that optimal session. And I find resistance bands are just an easy way to do that. This video is going to be all about upper body warm-ups using resistance bands. But before I go through that, I want you to think of this one word which I apply to all of my warm-ups, and you should too. It's called ramp. You're probably thinking, what the hell does ramp mean? What does that stand for? Why do I need to know about ramp? But ramp, let me break it down for you. Ramp simply stands for raise, activate, mobilize, and potentiate. And what I mean by that is basically just getting you prepared for your work. So before any workout, you want to think about raising the temperature of your muscles. You don't want to be working out on cold muscles. That's when shit is just going to snap. You don't want that. Then you want to activate your muscles. You just want to get them prepared for what you're about to do. If you don't activate them, they're just going to be a bit less optimal for when you push or press or squat or do any type of movement. Then you want to think about how you mobilize. And that's the movement patterns that come into play depending on the exercise that you're going to be doing. You want to make sure your body is prepared and ready to move in those ways. And lastly, potentiate. This is where you want to just gradually increase the stress that you apply on the muscles, innit? No one wants to go from 0 to 100 just asking for an injury. So this is where the warm-up comes into play. So I've been talking for far too much. Let me just show you what a really good and easy upper body warm-up would look like using a resistance band. Let's jump to the shed, yeah? All right, so let's go. So I've got a long loop resistance band. You can get these off of Amazon. I think they're a bit teeth at the moment, man, with Corona and that, so I don't know how much they're gonna cost. But this first exercise we're gonna do is the banded dislocate. So this one is mainly for your shoulders. So if you just hold the resistance band just a little bit over shoulder width, and you want to just rotate from the front to the back. Don't worry too much if you can't go all the way to the back. Just go as far as you can go, hold and then back. This is a great one for really just priming up your shoulders, particularly before any type of push movement. I normally do this before a bench press or any kind of shoulder press or anything like that, to really warm up those shoulders. Here again from the side, again you really want to kind of be bracing your core for this one as well, not arching your back too much. So this one's a great warm up for your shoulders primarily. Right, the next one we're going to go into here is band pull aparts. So with this one, it's going to mainly be working your chest and your shoulders as well. So with this one, you want to hold the band. So with this one, you just want to hold the band just a little bit over shoulder width, and then you want to pull apart, pretty much what it says on the tin on here. This one's going to really kind of open up your chest, warm up your shoulders as you pull apart. Not rocket science this one here, but again, it's just another movement to just prepare your muscles for what you're going to be doing, whether that's a bench press, shoulder press, any type of press movement. So the next one here again is going to be a chest press. So for this one, you want to try and get the band so it's on your back, just to roughly around your scapula, so your shoulder blades. And you want to hold your hand in the loops at the front and just press forward. So again, this one's going to be a great one for your shoulders, for your chest, also your triceps as well. So you want to try and do a bit of a hold as you come forward and all the way back. So we're just bringing your shoulders forward and back. Here's a little view from the side. So again, you want to kind of keep your straight back, your core nice and tight. Don't arch your back too much on this one, and then just press forward. Next up, we've got a bent over row. So with this one, you want to be stepping on the band. So feet in the middle of it, and then with the loops, you just want to grab those, and you want to be driving your elbows up and back. So this one's really going to be targeting your lats for this one. So similar to the other ones, you want to keep a neutral spine, keep your chin tucked. Nice braced core on this one. Is another view from the side. So you can see a nice straight back, elbows coming up and back, really bracing those lats on this one as well. So this is going to be a good back exercise or a warm up for you to do before you do any push or pull movements. The next one we got up here is going to be a push press. So this one's really going to be working your shoulders primarily on this one. So similar to the last one, you just want to step in between on the band, and then you want to have a press from your chest up to as over your head. So similar to like an overhead press with this one. Like the other ones, you really want to kind of brace your core on this one. No arching backs. You want to try and keep a nice neutral spine on this one. I think my neighbour was doing something mad out the window. It's just kind of distracted me a little bit there, but we move. So here's a view from the side. So driving those elbows up over your head. Not too much of an arch in your back. Nice braced core with this one. So next up, we've got a high row. That little cheeky look to the camera is optional. So with this one, you want to connect your resistance band to like a bit of a higher lever on here, so you get a different range of the movement. I don't know why I keep looking at the camera like that, but when you put your arms through the loops, you just want to drive your elbows back and behind you, retracting your shoulder blades on this one. So this is a good upper back warm up. There you have it, my friends. A few simple exercises you can do with a resistance band. It's going to help ramp up your body before you do any type of pull or push workout. Do each of those exercises about 10 to 12 times, 3 times round, and you'll be good to go. As I said before, a crappy warm-up often leads to a crappy workout, so make sure you get it in before. Your body will thank you for it later, trust me. And if you found that video helpful, chuck me a like, subscribe, share it with someone that might need it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.